Bitcoin is about to have a massive move, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another Bitcoin analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. As you guys can see on Bitcoin, we are testing this very crucial resistance level here around the 16.7. We grabbed that liquidity yesterday, a very nice push above. That was a very crucial resistance area, of course, which I mentioned in the previous video, would be the area of take profit because this is pretty much where that move set started. Looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour, you can see that we had a very nice bounce on that 15.5 double bottom formation and broke above these exponential moving averages. But of course, ideally from the bearish perspective, we just are not seeing that volume come in as of right now. From the previous analysis, of course, once we had this extremely large move, we saw multiple bearish engulfing candles come down in the formation. So right now, it doesn't look like the bears really have that much left inside to really continue pushing this move to the downside. Of course, this could easily just be another fake out opportunity, and then the push to the downside, once breaking that 15.5, things are obviously going to become extremely bearish. But I did want to talk about a few things. Number one, of course, right now in terms of Bitcoin, we are looking to retest these highs around 17.6 because of the fact that we found a support level on these exponential moving averages and found multiple tests of that support level holding quite well. This level, of course, is a very important level for Bitcoin. You can see that we've had multiple tests previously on previous price analysis before we finally had that breakdown formation. So I would be expecting some legs at least to the upside to around that $17,000 like we saw much like over here, grabbing that liquidity and then deciding whether or not this is a fake out opportunity or a continuation to the upside. Looking at Bitcoin overall, of course, we did have a very nice bounce in terms of the RSI because we were oversold on the 4 hour chart with some strong bullish engulfing candles. This is what I like to see in terms of a short-term bullish move set where you have multiple strong bullish engulfing candles breaking above. Now, I did want to quickly talk about the hourly time frames because, of course, there is still that idea of that BART formation, right? You can see on the hourly that we had a very strong bullish engulfing candle, and this BART formation is starting to look a little bit more exhausted. Anything below this break right here at 16,000 would give us the confirmation of the BART, and we could be looking for an explosive move to the downside. We have to keep that in mind when we are entering these positions, of course, that is still a factor in terms of our bullish move set. But this, of course, would be invalidated if we did see a nice, strong bullish engulfing candle around the $16,800 to $16,900 level, and then find that level of support and then the continuation. Then that BART formation would be invalidated because, of course, and that just means we are slowly having a ladder case pushing to the upside, possibly retesting this overall resistance here of 17.6 to 17.9, and then the deciding move whether it's going to be a continuation to the upside or a massive fake out opportunity on Bitcoin overall. Looking at previous price analysis, you can see that we failed to break above the 17.6 to 17.9 level multiple times. We had 3 beautiful wicks trying to break above, but for the first time in a while, Bitcoin is above these exponential moving averages. You can see from pretty much all the way up here from 20.7, we have failed to break above that level, and for once we are starting to look for a consolidation. Now, I did talk about this consolidation after a very large move set to the downside because these tend to happen after a large fall to the downside. You have a consolidation and then one last leg to the downside. Pushing forward after that, then you can start looking for a strong V-shaped formation. Ideally for Bitcoin, you can see that our strong V-shaped formation was supposed to be around the 15.5, but we actually failed to break above these EMAs. There wasn't much volume, and of course, that's why we pretty much ended right back to where we started. But right now, of course, this would be invalidated if we did have a very strong bullish engulfing candle, possibly retesting around that 20,000 to 20.7 level. Of course, we would have to get above our major resistance levels here at 17.6 to 17.9, and we obviously have that bearish factor still looming over our heads. The fact that if we do see a break of 15.5, things can obviously become extremely bearish because of the fact that if this level acts as a resistance point, then our next levels of support are going to be around the dailies to 12.3 to 11.2. This is pretty much an indecisive range, which of course what we call a no trade zone. So I'm going to be patiently waiting to see how Bitcoin reacts. Of course, I would be expecting small little legs to the upside, grabbing that liquidity much like we saw over here, but it's going to become very, very interesting to see how the Bitcoin price reacts to these major resistance levels, or of course if we do get that BART formation on the hourly to play out, then how this area of support acts at 15.5. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.